Hello, I am Mr. DHAKSHUNHAAMOORTHY, AP AIML department. Today's topic is lambda expressions in the unit 4 string handling and collections. Lambda expression. Let's revisit multi-thread programming. What is thread creation methods by extending thread class, by implementing runnable interface, how implement interface, those things and all. Now, first of all, without lambda expression, class thread implementation implements. When you are using that interfaces, we have to use keyword called implements, interface name runnable. Now, public void run method, inside run method they given some print statement, thread 1 is running. Another class thread example class. Here the main method they return public static void main string args. In this main method only we are creating thread objects, thread implement class R1 equal to new thread implementing constructor. Once you create this thread, now thread class also we have to create one more thread T1 equal to new thread of T1 R1. Just note T1 dot start. Once wherever we are implementing some runnable interface, then we have to create two different objects. One object for the class thread implementation class, another object for thread class. Once that thread implementation object is passed inside this thread object, then you give the T1 dot start. Then another way here with lambda expression, so that we are reducing the code. You can see the number of lines without a lambda expression. We have to write logics in detail. When we are going to this lambda expression in a single line of code can able to perform the same operation. The thread class we created same like that thread example class and main method. So the above class thread implementation implements runnable interface. That block entirely not used here. Only the thread example class is sufficient. Inside main method they return a runnable R1 and the parameters shown, and then they shown the arrowhead, and within this block of code there they return system.out.println and thread 1 is running. And then thread T1 object they created, only it is sufficient, no need to create another one more object. Once this thread T1 object dot start, if you give the same kind of output we can get. So in this, once we are using lambda expression, then the code is very simple. What is lambda expression now? What we understood from the previous slide. Now just lambda expressions are similar to the methods. Whatever methods we followed in the without lambda expression, the same way lambda expression also one kind of representation we are using the methods. Our short block of code that takes in parameters and returns a value. They are anonymous or unnamed method that does not execute on their own. It is used to implement a method defined by a functional interface. An interface which has only one abstract method is called functional interface. A Java lambda expression is treated as function, so compiler does not create a class file, .class file. See here Syntax for lambda expression is argument list implements a body. Here the Java lambda expression is consisted three components. Argument list, arrow token are the implements, implies, and another one is body. There are three components. Argument list, it can be empty or non-empty as well, and it is arrow token. It is used to link argument list and body of expression. And third one, it contains a body, it contains expressions and statements for lambda expression. No parameter syntax, one example they shown, and single parameter and multiple parameters. There are three different argument list they shown. No parameter, one parameter, and multiple parameters. Functional interface, just before you see in functional interface, is an interface that specifies only one abstract method. So here the interface my number, here one abstract method double get value. This only one abstract method present in this interface means then it is functional interface. The method get value is implicitly abstracted, and it is the only method defined by my number. My number is a functional interface, and it functions defined by the get value method. And lambda expression is not executed on its own. It forms the implementation of the abstract method defined by the functional interface that specifies its target type. Functional interface. When a lambda expression occurs in the target type context, an instance of a class is automatically created that implements the functional interface. With the lambda expression defining the behavior of the abstract method declared by the functional interface. When that method is called through the target, the lambda expression is executed. In order for a lambda expression to be used in a target type context, the type of abstract method and the type of the lambda expression must be compatible. To use lambda expression for the fixed values and the random values. For that, they created functional interface. Here inside the functional my number functional interface, they create abstract function or abstract method double get value. After that, the main the public class LB1, inside public class LB1, they written main method, and they created an object my number equal to my number my num. So with that my num object, for the my number interface, they created one object my num. Here they shown the lambda expression, argument list, and arrow token and fixed value they assign. The same way, my num equal to null argument list, arrow token, and then math.random star 100. So here the random value will generate. While printing this the fixed value function, then now we will get the only one value 123.45 forever. Whereas when we invoke this random math.random function, we can see the first time when we invoke that method, then we can able to get the random value 78.4 something. When we are type as the same method we are invoking next time, it is randomly generating some other new value 15.76 something. So the random value we keep on generates the different values, whereas the fixed lambda expression, it will generate only the fixed value whatever we assign to this lambda expression. Thank you.